you wouldn't all mind just muting your mics just for now, when we come to the bit at the end, you can unmute them. So, so if you could just all mute, that'd be great. Lovely, thank you. Right, okay, so thanks for joining me this morning, guys. So we've got two bits just to go through, really. So the first bit, the main bit, is for you guys just to have a chance to see what the school's got down as your options for next year. And then if you don't agree with it, then just make sure you get back to me and Mr. James over the next few days just to say that we've made a mistake, okay? Or you've changed your mind or what have you. Now, I'm sure you would all have seen the correspondence from Mr. Smith and also the email from Mr. James. Any subjects that you're not carrying on with until fourth form, you don't need to be doing the work now, okay? So I'm not exactly sure the exact date that kicked in. So if you're not clear about a specific piece of work, then I suggest you double check with your subject teacher. Now, there is one proviso on that. Your parents have got the option to say, well, actually, we'd still like our child to be carrying on with that subject, even if they're dropping it next year, okay? So if your parents have got back to the school and said, yeah, I know he's dropping geography, but we'd still like him to keep his geography going to the end of term, then that message will go through to your subject teacher and they will carry on chasing you for any work, okay? But it's that way round. Your parents need to opt in for saying they want you to be chased. So that's good news, really, because I think it means you've just got to carry on with your options. So obviously maths you're carrying on with, English you're carrying on with, pre you're carrying on with, and then obviously whichever options you selected. So on the options, okay, on the options, this is what I've been sent through, okay? So I'm just going to read these out. So Joe, you're down for computer science, French, chemistry, history, class civ, biology. Let me see. Louis, you're down for geography, Spanish, chemistry, drama, class civ, PE. Let me have a look. Where's our next person? Charlie, you're down for Latin, Spanish, chemistry, DT, physics, and computer science. Hannah, you're down for art, history, biology, PE, chemistry, Spanish. Daisy, you're down for Greek, Spanish, chemistry, drama, physics, computer science. Right, let's have a look. Who's the next one? Toby, you're down for Greek, Spanish, chemistry, history, business studies, computer science. Josh, you're down for geography, business studies, combined science, history, class civ, PE. Sophia, you're down for Latin, Spanish, biology, chemistry, geography, arts. Let me see. Thomas, you're down for computer science, music, DT, drama, chemistry, physics. Harry, you're down for learning support, business studies, combined science, DT, geography, PE. Bella, you're down for chemistry, biology, DT, PE, geography, Spanish. Will, you're down for computer science, biology, Mandarin, chemistry, business studies, and art. Dan, you're down for learning support, history, combined science, drama, business studies, computer science. James, you're down for chemistry, Spanish, DT, PE, business, and physics. Now, I don't think I missed anyone there, but if I did, obviously you can just look back at the recording and see where you were as I paged down. So that's your options. So I think what would say there is if I don't hear from you, I'm going to assume that's all fine. But if you don't agree with that, I think what I would like you to do, please, is to email me, copying in Mr. James and Mr. Smith. I think I'd rather you did that by email because I miss the odd post on Teams, whereas emails I always pick up. And obviously this is quite important, okay? So that's our options for fourth form. Second thing, Mrs. Phillips was really keen we just touched base this week and had our one-to-one meetings, which of course aren't one-to-one meetings, like 3, 4 or 5 kids to one meetings. I've changed the time for those from 1:30 to 2 p.m. because on reflection, 1:30 is right bang in the middle of lunchtime, which is pretty inconvenient for everybody. 2 o'clock gives you plenty of time to have had your lunch beforehand. Okay, so well done, all of you who've been in touch. All right, I've caught up by the odd person who's missed it, who sent me through a really detailed email. That worked really well, thank you. And others I've just spoken to if they've missed their slots. Today was scheduled for Daisy, Sophia. Oh, I've written Maisie. I think it's Poppy as well. Yes, it is. Sorry, that's a typo by me, Poppy. You're down for today as well, please. All right. So Daisy, Sophia, Poppy, and Maisie. So Poppy should have been added to that list. So if you could just tune in at 2 o'clock, please. I've scheduled it, so hopefully you'll get all the reminders. And then really the way I've done it, I've spread you all across Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, with the idea that Friday is sort of a sweeping up time for anybody who's missed their slot. So anyone who's missed their slot so far, so I think from memory that's Charlie, Harry, Will, and Toby. If you could tune in on Friday at 2 o'clock, please. And obviously, if any of Daisy, Sophia, and Maisie missed today, if they could join that one as well, because I'm keen to try and get just a couple of minutes with you by the end of the week, please. So that's the second thing. Now, thirdly, I think I've managed to figure out how to set up those quizzes by forms as a proper assignment. Okay, so I set that to be available from 8:30. So hopefully after this quick chat, you'll be able to go over and see that I've set a music quiz as an assignment. I want to make this a bit of a competition, guys. So, oh dear, I said 11 p.m. I meant 11 a.m. now. Okay. If we could just go, if you could just go and have a go at the quiz before registration finishes, that would be great. So what we're going to do, I see who's got the highest mark, and then I will go and create an honours board somehow or other, and we'll have a see who wins the quiz each week. Right, that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Anybody got a question?
Mr. Withers, can I quickly jump in on the options quickly, just to
clarify? Please do, Mr. James. You far away.
So Mr. Withers has obviously told you what your options that you've chosen are. However, there are obviously a number of compulsory subjects that you still need to carry on with. So your English and your maths is really key, but also your PRE. You have to carry on with that because you're going to be sitting an exam in that next year when you come back into fourth form, and also PSE. Okay, unfortunately that is not optional, so I'll still be expecting you to complete the work that is set in your PSE lesson. So on top of what you've chosen, you've also got your PRE, your maths, your English, and your PSE as well. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Withers.
Thank you, Mr. James. Yes, I've mentioned 3 of those, but I forgot the PSE. So yes, you must keep up to date with your PSE. So thank you, guys, for those of you who joined right from the beginning. For those of you who joined later on and missed the option information at the beginning, this is being recorded, so it will obviously automatically upload onto posts in Teams in a minute. And I'm also then uploading it onto YouTube, so you can just see all our tutor meetings. I mean, I double check first of all that none of you have been on camera, which I don't think you have, but assuming you haven't, and that's just going up onto YouTube, because I think it's a bit easier to sort through those videos there than perhaps it is on Teams. So have a good day, guys, and what are we? It's Thursday, aren't we? So have a good weekend when the weekend comes. Not far from half term. It's a very short term, this, given we all came back a week later. So I think we've got tomorrow, then I think we've just got 4 days next week before into the bank holiday and a week's half term, I think.
Sir.
Okay, guys, have a good day.
Sir.
Yes.
Do we have to do our 7th option as well with the reserve?
Do you have to? Oh, oh, that's a good question. So I don't know. Is Mr. James still there?
No, he's left.
Mr. James has left, is he? I don't know. Can I ask you to do something, James? That's James, isn't it? I can't just trying to pick up your voice.
Yeah.
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 James, can you do me a favour on that? Can you just go and send a post through on Teams and just
Yeah.
include my name and include Mr. James's name, and then he'll get back to you. And if you just do that normally on posts, when Mr. James gets back to us, we can all see that. My guess is the answer is no, if you think that you're almost bound not to do it. All right. But if you are dithering and you still got at the back of your mind, you think that you're still umming and ahhing between a couple of subjects, then I think you should do. Okay. So, but
Yeah.
that reserve was mostly there just in case the timetabling didn't work out. So obviously the timetabling's now been done. So,
Abel Mackinnon to phase the stage name of which act who released Blinding Lights in 2020?
Don't know what that is.
0.
Okay, guys. So James, if you could do that, that would be great. Okay. So
Okay. Yeah.
put her in post. Make sure you.
Wait, what?
Okay.
James.
What, Louis?
Well, hang on. Wait for me to finish the record. Stop the recording, guys.
Wait, James.
Wait. You can have a chat. That's fine. But wait till I've stopped the recording.
Yes, sorry.